What up, Barb Gang? It's your boy JKG Brennan back with some more Diablo Immortal content for you guys. This one I want to try to keep it short, but it is just an updated take on my Barbarian overworld farming build. And if you guys remember, this was the first video that I brought to my channel on Diablo Immortal. And I just kind of want to bring it back into relevance a little bit. Before I get into everything, I do want to go ahead and say thank you for all the love and support that you guys have been showing on the channel and the videos recently. You guys are amazing. We are trying to hit 500 subs by the end of October, and we're well on our way to that. So I hope everybody can keep it up and everything like that. If you guys like the videos, as always, go ahead and drop a like, and that definitely goes a long way to support the channel. With that all being said, we're gonna hop right on into the build itself. We'll bring it up here. I do run a 2-piece Shao Boss and a 4-piece Vithu set. 2-piece Shao Boss is kind of nice because it does give us 15% more damage on our primary attack. Let me actually move myself. There we go. We'll go ahead and move myself over to the other side of the screen so we can actually see this. But yeah, 15% attack damage on our primary attack. And then with the 4-piece Vithus, we get 30% increase in speed on our attack speed when we have a beneficial effect. And then also we do get a 30% duration increase of all of those beneficial effects as well. As far as the gear itself, we're going to go with Lasting Hate for the duration of Wrath of the Berserker. I like to run 5 fresh claws on my whirlwind, so we get the actual armor shred by 10% once we hit 5 times, which goes really quickly. The Coming Storm I like to run on the shoulders for Wrath of the Berserker cooldown reduction. I am going to run Screaming Fury Pants for Furious Charge. It allows us to basically charge to a point and then stun. Knocking, not necessarily a stun, but knocking them into the air, and we do get to do that twice. I like to run Broken Soul for Wrath of the Berserker. Instead of giving us a 50% attack speed buff, it now gives us a crit chance buff. So we're going to have 50% crit chance buff when we run Wrath of the Berserker. And then also I like to run Stonefall, which gives us a 10% damage increase on Heart. Excuse me, Hammer of the Ancients. I was going to say Heart of the Ancients. As far as the gems on our pieces, it really doesn't matter. This isn't the gems have nothing to do with the build. They are there. Use what you have. That's 100% the thing that I'm going with on this. This particular setup is pretty simple. We are going to be running Whirlwind a lot. We are going to try to, I'm going to move myself back over to the other side so you can see the skills. But we're going to run, let me click in here. There we go. We're going to be able to kind of come in and pop these guys. The beauty about running Furious Charge is when we get those guys there with those big shields and you need to use a knockback skill, the Furious Charge does that. So that's really good for this. You can also run Sprint in that. I do run Sprint from time to time in this kind of a setup. But honestly, for this particular style of farming, I do like the Furious Charge because we don't necessarily have to get from mob to mob extremely fast. Basically, order of operations, I like to run my Wrath of the Berserker as early as possible. Maybe if I need to get to from point A to point B, then we'll use the Furious Charge to get there a little bit quicker. And then once I'm there, come in with the Hammer of the Ancients and then finish them off with the Whirlwind. That's pretty much it. As far as tactically, if you're brand new to Diablo Immortal, when we say we're farming, what we're doing is, let me pull up the map right here. You can see this is where we're at on the map. We are basically just going to be running this circle right here, the Zakarim Graveyard Circle. We're going to go from spawn to spawn to spawn to spawn to spawn to spawn to spawn. There is a spawn right here where we're at that also spawns an XP shrine. So you can come in and get that as well. and then there's a spawn right here, and there's an XP shrine that spawns right here, right about where this R is. You can actually hit that and then cut right back over. Just a real fast circle. You don't have to tag and move. You don't have to leave anything alive to let it respawn. You can actually just go through and just hit everything, kill everything all at once, and go. And if there's nothing there to spawn, go ahead and move along. But typically, because I kind of did take that time break there, it kind of threw off the timing a little bit on the spawns, but that's fine. All you have to do is sit and wait for a moment, and then you're going to be just fine. The hammer is also a really good way to get them out of that shield as well, but you can see we're making real quick work of it. The thing you want to look for, again, if you're brand new to farming overworld in Diablo Immortal, you want to look for a heavy density of spawns in an area, as well as if you're kind of killing everything in a certain area, you want to make sure you have a good amount of blue mobs, like you just saw us kill, yellow mobs, and then especially if you can get orange mobs, because orange mobs are going to give you the highest chance of dropping legendary gear, which is why we're farming. We're farming over open world for legendary gear and experience. You saw we got a good amount of, with these mobs here, they do drop a lot of monstrous essences. Once you hit 10, go ahead and come up to your mini map. The bottom right hand section, hit that little blue circle, and it'll bring you, go to your nearest safe zone. You can see we're getting hit, so we can't do it, but let's go ahead and kill these guys. Let's just, that monstrous essence right there, let's just pretend that gave us a 10th and we had a bestiary to turn in. So we're going to open our portal. We're going to portal back to town. And then once we're there, I do like Mount Zavane the most because everything that you need is right here. You come in here, get your bestiary, drop your page off, collect all your stuff. If it drops you a legendary piece of item, hit your identifier, and then hit your blacksmith, and then you just portal right back into the action. If you are with a group, it is in that particular circle, go ahead and you're still going to want to kill everything. Some overworld farming locations in like a Realm of Damnation, especially if you're with a party, you're just basically tagging and moving, letting the next person kill everything off behind you. You just want to tag it so you get your experience. Another good thing before you portal back is get your kill streak to a minimum of 100. Once you hit 100, the growing experience percentage caps off, so you don't have to worry about losing extra XP. Initially in the game, we were thinking you have to get to 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 on your kill streak to get that experience, but some smarter people than myself have done the math on this, and they found that growing experience actually caps at 100. So once you hit 100 on your kill streak, get your 10 monstrous essences, portal back to town, drop everything off, do your town business, portal right back in, get right back in with your party, or if you're doing it solo, there you go, Bob's your uncle, and you're back on your day. You can actually do you can actually turn in upwards of 15 to 20 bestiary pages a day. I did that for the better part of 2 months, and you do get a lot of legendary pieces that way and a lot of XP that way. That's pretty much the gist of this one. If you guys do a different a different version of a overworld farming build, definitely let me know in the comments below. I want to know the differences in how you farm as to how I farm. And then also, if you like the videos, go ahead and hit the like button. It is free. Hit that sub button. That's also free. Join the Barb gang and join the cause. And I'm JKG Brandon. Y'all been amazing. Peace.